Hello everyone, I hope you are all well. We're meeting again today to discover the fastest train in the world. But before we tell you about this Japanese train, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on the channel's news. Come on, let's not waste any time and let's go and discover the fastest train in the world. It's called Maglev. It's Japanese and it's currently the fastest train in the world. Japan is already well known for its vast train system called Shinkansen. The Japanese high-speed train has been in operation since 1964 and allows many people to connect Tokyo to all parts of the country. However, for almost 10 years, Japan has been working on a series of maglev trains called L0 that are capable of impressive speeds. Maglev trains are superconducting magnetic trains. These machines were developed by the Central Japan Railway Company in partnership with the Railway Technical Research Institute in the early 1970s. The word maglev, despite its sound, does not come from a Russian word at all. It is actually a combination of the two words magnetic and levitation. In fact, magnetic levitation, or also called floating, is achieved by using an electrodynamic system, or simply EDS. To take the technique a step further, the rails contain an entire system for forming electromagnets. The train is also equipped with superconducting electromagnets called bogies. When the train is stopped, it rests on rubber wheels. As the train moves forward, maglev moves slowly on its wheels, allowing the magnets under the train to interact with those on the track. At speeds above 150 km an hour, the magnetic force is strong enough to lift the train 100 millimeters off the ground. In other words, the train floats. Friction is eliminated and higher speeds can be reached. The L0 series is easily distinguished by its extremely long nose. It is no less than 5 meters long. Pinocchio himself is jealous. This length of nose reduces the so-called drag and increases the speed without consuming more energy. Currently, 14 maglevs have been ordered by Japan and are under construction. All the maglevs are expected to be delivered before the end of the track construction. By the way, did you know that in 60 years of operation, Japan's high-speed railways have not had a single fatal accident, making it one of the safest modes of transport in the world? Now that you understand how it works, it's time to show you what Maglev L0 is capable of. In testing since 2013, the train has exceeded all expectations, and especially all speed records. It is capable of connecting Tokyo to Nagoya at speeds of up to 500 km an hour. Its average speed allows passengers to go from a journey of almost 5 hours to just 40 minutes. That's barely enough time to watch an episode of your favourite show. The Maglev L0 also set a new world rail speed record, peaking at 603 km an hour for 10.8 seconds in a tunnel. The record was set on an experimental track in Yamanashi Prefecture, Japan. However, once installed and commercialised, the maglev will not exceed 500 km an hour to avoid any risk of incident during journeys. This is still much faster than the current high-speed trains. As the tracks have many bends and the trains are always attached to the rails, the speed does not exceed an average of 250 km an hour. The main difference between the new maglev model and the current one is the larger and more comfortable cabins. The maglev system is approved and has been under commercial construction since 2009. Thus, the linear line called Chuo Shinkansen should be able to connect Tokyo to Nagoya by 2027. The journey is expected to take 40 minutes and be faster than flights between the two cities, or even faster than the 1.5-hour journey on the current Tokaido line. The L0 maglev route is expected to include some stops along the way. The initial goal of this project was to be able to produce a train capable of covering the route from Tokyo to Osaka in less than an hour. This will normally be achieved when the maglev line is extended from Nagoya to Osaka. This piece of track should be ready by 2045. 80% of the 287 kilometers of Maglev L0 track will be located underground, passing under the urban areas and under mountainous terrain. On the budget side, the entire Maglev Shinkansen line project is expected to cost $100 billion. When the entire project is completed, the train will have no less than 16 carriages that can accommodate 1,000 passengers. Although the Maglev L0 still holds the world speed record, the world of high-speed rail is opening up and competition is becoming more and more prevalent. Indeed, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has offered to sell Maglev technology to the US to build a line between New York and Washington that is much faster than the current one. At the same time, on American soil, Elon Musk's Hyperloop is coming into being, and construction work is progressing apace. The Hyperloop train line is expected to run from Los Angeles to San Francisco. This train does not use magnetic levitation technology. The idea is to move capsules on cushions of air along a track made of a low-pressure tube. However, the Hyperloop would be capable of reaching speeds of up to 700 kilometers an hour. And if the American competition is tough, the competition from China is even tougher. In January 2021, a team of Chinese scientists unveiled a prototype magnetic levitation train capable of travelling at 620 kilometers an hour. Designed by scientists from the University of Chengdu in Sichuan province, this train should enable China to compete directly with the Japanese Maglev, thanks in particular to much less expensive technologies. There are no wheels here, but a magnetically controlled air cushion. To operate the Chinese Maglev, the designers plan to use liquid nitrogen rather than liquid helium. This solution should significantly lower the cost of manufacturing and would become a serious advantage over its Japanese competitor. According to the figures and estimates unveiled by the scientists, this train could be capable of linking Beijing and Shanghai in just over 2 hours. The two cities are separated by 1,300 kilometers. The train will also be lighter thanks to the use of carbon fibre for the train sets, weighing half as much as a conventional TGV locomotive. This advantage will once again reduce costs, especially in terms of infrastructure, such as bridges for the train to pass over. At the moment, no budget has been announced, but the designers have the ambition and confidence to see the train in service in 2027, the same year as the Chuo Shinkansen line in Japan. And that's it, folks. That's it for today. If you like the video, don't hesitate to like it. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. As for me, I'll see you soon for new high-tech discoveries. Take care and see you soon.